Hey guys, it's Gomo here with another Warhammer Battle Report. This time it's the first of five-game tournament that I played this past weekend. Winter Carnage 2014. It's a 2,400 point South Coast GT comped event. I took my Empire. Game one was Watchtower, and I'm playing a uh, guy from my local club that we grudged. I played him a few months back against his High Elves. That battle report's also on my channel. You would have seen it before. I got the leg up on the last game we played, so we did a grudge, and hopefully he was hoping for better luck this time, and let's see what happens. So for this game one, I'll put my list up here. Won't do it on the others though. It's same as what I generally have. My Arch Lector. This time I went level 4 of Metal. I've also got a level 2 and a level 1 of Light. So for a mini Light Council, Witch Hunter, Captain BSB, a block of Halberdiers with some archers, two lots of 5 knights, some Demigryphs, the Steam Tank, the Celestial Hurricanum, Cannon, Hellblaster with the Engineer. I didn't get his list exactly, but we'll just go through it on the deployment. So over on the left, he's got some 5 Reavers, then he's got 2 Skycutters at the back. He's got some, and then 5 Silverhelms, and then a block of Lothern Sea Guard. The next block you see is his Phoenix Guard with, I believe, it's the Razor Standard, I believe. It's either the Razor Standard or the Parent of the World Dragon. I can never remember which one he had it in. These BSBs in there, and then the next one's the White Lions to the right, and then another 5 Silverhelms with 2 Eagles. And I forgot that I had these there, so there you go. On my side, you can see it's my usual army. In the actual block of halberdiers, you can out on the left there's my metal mage, the BSB's in there as well as the witch hunter, and then the light wizards are just in the archer detachments, one in each one. So I've got my demis out to the left, and on the right flank is my 2 blocks of vanilla knights. You're going to get some blurry picks through these tournaments. Sorry, I mean I didn't take as many and I had to go quick, so sorry about that. So turn one, we'll just move up. It's Watchtower. I won the first roll. I won the first turn. So my plan's pretty much similar to what it was when we played last time, and that's try get my block in a building, try take out his chaff, and hopefully win the game. Um, I'm not going to be able to take on his white lines or his Phoenix Guard in combat as such. I'll have to whittle them down with magic and shooting. So you can see I've moved up there. Magic, I got banishment off on the Reavers, but only killed 4, which was a shame. And then Searing Doom took out 3 of his Silverhelms over there. Shooting, yeah, didn't do too much. I think I may have hit a Skycutter, but only like either rolled a 1 to wound or maybe put a wound on it. So I went into High Elves turn 1. These Eagles, both of them charged this, my rightmost Knight unit. And then he rolls up a 12/6 magic phase, which is a bit scary. The big spell I just wanted to stop was Walk Between Worlds. He moved his white lines there towards the building, and then, yeah, I don't even know. I mean, Ethereals, I guess you can go into the building, but that's what I was saving my Dispel dice for. And all Scroll. I did scroll it when he went to cast it, and whatever he did 6 dice. He did another spell. I can't remember what it was, but I 6 dice to spell that. So he actually didn't get a whole lot done except for a few small spells to generate 3-up ward saves and things like that on his White Lions or Phoenix Guard. That'd be his Phoenix Guard. He's shooting. He took 2 wounds off my Demigryphs from his 2 Skycutters. You can just see the wound marker there on my Demigryphs. And then turn 2, I go for a charge on his Reaver left with the Demigryphs. He fled that, and then I redirected into his Silverhelms, and he fled that, so that's where my Demigryphs ended up. And yeah, just moved my buff wagons around, I guess, just to get my magic missiles off with the banishment. You can see my halberds now gone. They're inside the building, and my steam tank rumbles forward and gets enough to hit those silver helms. On the right, I get a charge off um, by my other vanilla knights. They're just into the flank of those eagles. They didn't. I think they killed one of my knights last turn, but that was it. For me, the magic was a bust. I didn't get anything. I think it was a low roll or whatever. But my cannon did manage to take off a sky cutter, which was good in shooting. And then in hand to hand, the extra knights coming in is too much for the eagles. We ran them down with one set, and then I just reformed with my other knights there and just faced the battle. So his Phoenix Guard charged my Demigryphs. I didn't want any part of that. I fled. That's actually dangerous terrain we're playing it as, which was good for me because I just bumped through it. Took a dangerous terrain test and did kill that remaining wound off one of my demis. So that sucks, but not better than getting into combat there. He rallies his remaining Reaver there and just comes around to start harassing me. And his white lines go into that building, going to charge into the building. In Magic, he gets Walk Between Worlds off, moves his Phoenix Guard around. And then in combat, up there in the building, I think I lost about 8 halberds and killed maybe a handful, less than a handful, probably 5 or so of the white lines. But stubborn 3d6, leadership 9, I'm not going anywhere. That's just the Walk Between Worlds. So Empire turn 3. Move my archer detachments up for just as some speed bumps in the front of those Phoenix Guard, and move my Pope Mobile back a bit. It's frustrating. He's got his Silver Helms up there have rallied as well, and his Reavers over to that single Reaver, and I'm going to have to waste some magic and or shooting just to take them off and get the points, which is frustrating. You can see at the top there, though, I've charged my knights into that block of silver helms. I don't think the steam tank did enough damage initially. It was a bad impact roll or whatever, but I ended up getting them, which is good. It's just a shot at the battlefield. So high off turn 3. He's charged his Phoenix Guard into my archers. He's moved his Reaver around the back of my Demigryphs just to harass them, really. And I think his white lines go into the building again. Not a whole lot of movement, though, left there. Yeah, okay, yep, I think we killed those Silver Helms last turn, so I don't know why I put that there. In the combat in the building, again, he's killed another bunch of halberds, but I've got more than him, so it's just a war of attrition. Did take out another 4 or 5 lions. So in my turn 4, I charge the Hurricaneum into those Phoenix Guard that have overrun down to that other set of archers. Now, I went for 1 steam point on the steam tank up the top there just to pivot and shoot a cannonball through the white lines. But I rolled a 5 or a 6 or whatever for its movement, so I ended up barreling into them, which didn't overly want because I know that I'd rather, him have to charge me in his turn. If he was going to, he wouldn't be able to, I guess. But I guess it stopped them from going into the building, and he's going to destroy my steam tank. Magic, I get Baronas off, which is great, on my guys in the building, so that makes them less attractive to charge in. And there's just the Hurricaneum going in. The archers are dead. He's turned around to face me, and I think what's happened, I think I must have survived 1 round of combat, didn't flee there, but the next turn we end up fleeing. He breaks me, and he reforms facing my artillery. And at the top of his screen, his white lines have reformed to face my steam tanks. I've done a bit of damage to them, but they've come back and put 2 wounds on my steam tank. And then in Empire turn 5, I actually rally the Hurricaneum, which is good. I don't know, it's got a 1 there. I can't remember if I had 1 wound on it or I've only got 1 wound left. But yeah, that's good. I've rallied it. I've put my engineer up a little bit just to start a roadblock again and move my buff wagons back. As far as I don't want to get my Archlector in combat with his Phoenix Guard. We just do some grind attacks up the top with my steam tank. Magic phase. Yep, got final trans off on his Phoenix Guard and kill a whole bunch of them, which is good. And then I point the Hellblaster at them, and you can see the dice roll. I got 28 shots into them. Yeah, got four up wards, but he's ended up with only 6. So in his turn, he's charged my rallied Celestial Hurricaneum and also send that Reaver into them. So it's dead. And his Reaver overruns but doesn't get far enough to hit my cannon. And his Phoenix Guard just rally. Reform. So yeah, actually this is a shot of my turn 6. So my cannons fired. I think I tried to shoot. I don't know. Might have tried to shoot through the Phoenix Guard or something, but it misfired. And then I had to shoot the Hellblaster into those 6 remaining Phoenix Guard, just trying to get the points there. I get them, but only down to 1, which sucks. So that single one charges my Hellblaster, actually ends up killing it, and the Reaver, I believe, does kill the cannon as well, which that sucks. He's White Lion. You can see that this is the beginning of the combat. He's already got me up to the last few rounds. He's got me up to 8 wounds now. I've knocked out a few of his, but yeah, the best thing is I'm keeping him from the Watchtower. So yeah, he kills the Stank on his last turn, kills the Hellblaster, and that's the end of the game. So I didn't get as much as I did last game we played, but because of the 500 or whatever it was points from the Watchtower, I ended up taking this one 12-8. There's a slight comp difference. I think it went to an 11-5, 8, 11-5 to 8.5. It would have been bigger if I was able to take out that remaining Phoenix Guard, but look, it's a win. Win for game 1. I was quite happy with that, and I'll take it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. The game's probably going to be quick like this just because I didn't take as many pictures, but I'll try to get them up when I can, and hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next video. See ya.